I know, I look strange. And you must be wondering, how did I come to that? It only took one word, Berührungspunkte, points of contact. So one prompt and I ended up in 9 duvets. In this video, I'll take you along the process from the blank page up until the creation of this one. Let's see how a word becomes clothing. I'm on my next project for my pre-course for fashion school, and we have the theme of Berührungspunkte. This is a German word and I would roughly translate it into points of connection. And it isn't fixed in physical touch, like touching of two persons or touching of fabric to body, or it can also be politically. It could also be more intellectual, like a concept of interpreting fashion from 200 years ago in a new way. For example, Vivienne Westwood took 17th century fashion, the corsetry, and adapted it to a new look. I was thinking about what to do with that theme, because we are very free now what we do, and was on mind map, looked on Pinterest, looked for videos on YouTube. We also had this exercise where we first worked together in groups of 3 and checked out what we can do with those connecting, like with touch or with seeming to touch, or connection or no connection is also a possibility to interpret that. I soon realized I want to work with fabric and the body, because that is what interests me. What interests me is fashion in the end. So I explored what kind of touch with fabric the body has. It has the everyday touch, like now I'm wearing a t-shirt, it touches me on several points on my body, it feels cozy. Or what if I am attending a wedding and wearing a nice gown? What does that with me, this touch of that nice gown? And also I remembered when you wear a really nice fabric on you that you like to do that, or on the hip, like this movement, and explored that further. And then I was thinking away from garments, more to fabrics of daily life, like the towel that you use after the shower, or the bedding you use to cover yourself while sleeping, or the blanket that you use to immerse yourself in front of the fireplace, or something like that. And I realized that I want to work on the theme of Geborgenheit, another German word which I think I haven't found an exact enough word in English. That's why I'm presenting you the German one, and I would translate that into cozy security, maybe. For me it's like when my partner holds me, I feel geborgen, like this German word. I feel secure, I feel cozy, I feel warmth, I feel loved. Then I thought about where do I feel that in terms of fabrics, and the bed came to mind. In the bed I feel comfortable, I feel safe, I feel relaxed. And I thought about using bedding, duvets, to work with and experiment with. I want to play around with them. How can I put them on me? How do they move when I move? Do I use them like a cape, like as a child when I played with my duvet in bed? Or do I rather have more like the adult approach, covering me from the front? Or is it more, do I want something in the end where I can go in there and lie down and I have a cozy thing and a cozy feeling and a cozy bed made for me? My exploration takes me further into the sounds these duvets are making. I record myself playing with them. However, I feel limited as I'm only able to grab 1 or 2 duvets at a time. I switch to the mannequin. I start recreating interesting shapes I saw on these videos of my explorations. as you see here. This is my first duvet. I will use that as a base and I can attach the other duvets to it. And I have 7 other duvets, some with dune feathers. Dune? No. Down? I don't know, with feathers. And others with polyester filling. All are second-hand. Here you see my collection of my 7 duvets. Some with polyester, some with feathers, as I said. And I like the ones with feathers because of the volume they create. I'm going to use the polyester stuffing on the bottom of the structure and the duvets with the feathers on top because they create more volume up there. And below there will be some volume because of their legs, of course, not like with this one. She doesn't have that many legs, does she? And now I'm going to arrange it, and my plan is that it looks like I am trying to carry all the duvets with me when I wear the thing in the end. I first pin the ribbon in place and put the duvets through to check the drape. Only when I'm happy with how everything lies will I take out the duvets again and secure the ribbon with the sewing machine. I realized I have these like kimono sleeves and I want to be able to pin it below the arm so that when the model wears it, I will be the model though, the arm can like hold the duvets. So I'm going to make an arm here, sew an arm and cut this part out. Good. So I try again with attaching the ribbon higher up and draping the duvets. Duvet, it sounds so strange because I know why. Because in Swiss German we say duvet, like the French one, and then to make like a French impression, but in English is strange. Now I start securing it so that I will be able to take it off the mannequin, which you don't really see. Here is like the neck. I really like how it looks like it's stacked together and somehow. And the arms should go out like here is an arm coming out who can grab it, and here. And you don't see it from the distance. I like that very much. If you're still here, like and subscribe. It helps me out a great deal because this is now my job. I didn't get into fashion school, sadly, but I mean, it's a chance and you might also like it because I'm going to be around more often with more videos. This project was a lot of fun to create. The exploring and playing around spoke a lot to me, and still I think I was relatively fast in having a garment in the end. And then when I filmed the reveal and wore it, I liked it so much that I decided to do a performance. And after 15 to 20 minutes of performing, I was absolutely exhausted because it is a heavy thing. It is really heavy, even though it's a bit of fabric and a bit of feathers and polyester stuffing. It is really, really heavy. In editing, I was then able to tell a story. It's about 3 minutes in total, and if you also would like to watch it, you can see that here. And if you would like to watch another process of a creation of mine, you can watch this video here. It's so heavy. I can't anymore. It's so heavy and hot, and it's summer. So let's stop the camera and get out of it.